Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Escreal Let's Play Minecraft. In today's episode, we're going to be continuing where we left off in episode 9 and finish up our community pumpkin farm. If you haven't already seen episode 9, I encourage you to watch that episode before continuing with this video, simply because we are going to jump directly into where we left off at the end of the last episode. And to help get us back in the mood of where we left off last episode, let's start off this video with a little bit of music and time-lapse. Enjoy! By the way, that's kind of looking good, right? I'm won over, by the way, by the pumpkins. Plus, it kind of is an advertisement for what it is, sort of, kind of, you know, pumpkins. And that's all it is. So we put down a piston for pumpkins, a piston for sand, and pick up the piston we accidentally put down. We then put a furnace with a single piece of cobblestone in it and a block of sand. We come around to the back, put down our chiseled block, chiseled block, chiseled block, chiseled block, chiseled block, chiseled block, a comparator, redstone there and there, lamp, repeater, and do it again. Now, this, with the last couple kind of going on here, I just want to ask what your feelings have been so far about the series. Do you like it? Do you want to see more of these style builds where we're doing some like really large community farm construction or community builds? Do you want to see some more micro farms, more things going on with the within the base, more design? Let me know. I'm interested to see what you would be interested in seeing more of, because I will happily do it. There's obviously plenty of things that can be done in Minecraft, and I generally enjoy almost all of it. Uh-oh. I don't enjoy running out of my pistons. We are one piston short for completing this. Oh no. Alright, I guess we will need to go and make one more piston. Pick up some stuff that's floating. I actually love this trapdoor. That was a total happy accident, but I love that that's the way it came out. I think that's wicked fun. And it's working! We now have empirical proof that this design will in fact work. So, that's excellent. Wow. All right, this is just excellent. I love this. This is a cool. Did you see it? I love the blinking lights. Oh my god, that's my favorite part of this whole farm. Oh, I am so glad that I did that. All right, that's so much fun. All right. Now, if you wanted to do a variation on this, you know, we could have one more layer in the middle here sticking out so it covers the redstone. Yeah, we could do that, but I really don't mind the redstones and the pistons being visible. I mean, and for as far as redstone, you just see the top of the repeater, but I don't really mind that. And I like that it does have a slightly thinner feel to it because we don't have that extra blocks. I mean, just look at the difference up at the top. I'm being attacked. Look at the difference up at the top is like, just simply because it has the scaffolding there. Alright, I get it, I get it! I'm trying to talk about non-violent things. The downside of being outside of the village, but that's all right. Ooh, man, that hurt. All right, I'm all healed up, my inventory restocked, and I think the next thing I'm gonna do is lay down their glass. Get that all set prior to capping off the build. I love how big this is as well. This, I think, is the right size. I think this ended up actually working out kind of perfectly for me. So we will just go around and do basically that on each level. So when the pumpkin gets launched, it will hopefully hit the water stream, maybe hit the backboard of this glass. We'll see if that helps a little bit. It may not. I think it will. I hope it will. So we are just gonna do that on each level. I want to move the water up to the top. But then as far as the design would go, and we could just really could just do something as simple as that, and maybe even just kind of cap it with a little bit of pumpkins. Let's see what that looks like from a distance. And we'll go the safest way that I know how. Still have some pumpkins not making it. So sad. Alright. It's totally mixed emotions, right? When you see that it's working, but you're getting lost, and I think that might be overkill. Alright, so what we have on the bottom row is a 5 wide space and then a 3 wide. Maybe that's what I'll do up there, is make that top row 5 wide, a 3 wide line of pumpkins, and then just cap it off with 3 chiseled stone. Alright, we can't directly do a third because of the sand that will go there, so we can do one up from that, and then we can go drop that, pick up that, get rid of that. My heart just went into my chest. I totally walked off the platform, but if the scaffolding wasn't there, I would have landed in the water and not died. Huh? It's totally reasonable. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking, is we have it like this, all the way around. And then I was thinking of having this middle row be pumpkins, and then one final capstone of the chiseled on the top. So it would look a little bit like oh, and I just had a really cool idea. We'll see how this looks from a distance. If we like it, I've got a fun little capstone idea, but we definitely cannot have these jack-o'-lanterns facing inwards like this. That just annoys me way too much. I'm sorry, I just don't like the faces of jack-o'-lanterns. Alright. So, it's almost dark again. Let's see if we can see what this looks like from a distance before it gets too dark. really hope that works. We may have to just kill the jack-o'-lanterns if it doesn't look all right. Ah, you know what? No, I think that works. I like that there's an extra space between the blocks, between the top chiseled blocks and the 5 layer. No, I like that. I mean, the only other option would be perhaps to start at 1 higher, so we have. No, that's the space that we have. We have 5. Yeah, so start at 1 higher, so we would have. No, spacing's fine, and then we don't have dirt. We have a line of pumpkins, and then a little capstone. I like it. All right. The last little bit to put in, which I think you'll all agree is funny, is we're going to put a trapdoor at the very top. And this serves 2 very important functions. First, it keeps people from accidentally falling through the whole tower and then, having to figure out some way of getting back up here, which without the scaffolding will be difficult. But what it also does is it introduces the concept of the trapdoor as the entry point into this whole system. So when you fall to the bottom, you've at least sort of been introduced to the fact that there's a trapdoor. So you might know that there's now a trapdoor below it as well. Granted, if you open this trapdoor and fall to the bottom without closing it, it'll stay open. But hey, you know what? You can only do so much. I think that works. And then we have this view. So we'll kill the scaffolding, and we're done. Oh, that's pretty excellent. All right, I'm gonna just go down and kill these blocks and clean up the water underneath, but then we're done. All right, all of the scaffolding is down. We do, however, have one more thing to do, I think, before we can call it a night, which is, now that we've removed the water from down here, it sort of stands out that much more that this is kind of unfinished. So I need to just do some basic little base to the structure so it's not totally defying physics. And then I think I can call it a wrap and be completely happy with it. So that's what we're going to do. Next is just play around a little bit with what would make sense. I'm thinking maybe just go half slabs and just kind of pyramid it out a little bit, step it out 1 or 2 blocks. Ultimately, so that way the base, the very base, is underneath the 7th block, just so it kind of has some semblance of stability in its architecture. So I'm going to play around with a few different designs and see what looks right, and we'll finish this off. And there we go, our fully complete community pumpkin farm, complete with a finished off base. The Alpha Kingdom Community Pumpkin Farm, created by Escreal. In the time it took me to finish up this base, we got almost a full stack of pumpkins. Oh, I'm loving it. So with this base, a couple of things that I did is I created a door. So anyone who did somehow get to the top and go through the bottom and they got through the trap door, they had a way of coming out without having to break anything. We've lit up the inside, a little unnecessarily with the torch, but that was there first. But with these pumpkins specifically, because you can see they half slab on top of them. You may remember this trick from when we were building our base, but now we have a nice subtle glow along these steps at night, which I think looks pretty cool. And I added these signs to the side in part to balance out the wood 3-block base here. So, the 2 chests only take up 2/3 of the base, and it was looking off center. So I put the signs there to kind of help with that. And I think it ends up looking really good, particularly with kind of aligning with the pumpkins above. I'm just wicked psyched about this. This has definitely been a success. I'm so glad we did this. I hope the community takes advantage of it, but even if not, I certainly will. I'm really happy about this. So, wow, so this was a phenomenally successful episode. That worked out great. And I guess that's going to do it for us. So, thank you very much for being part of this episode. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button down below. And if you're curious what happens next, please click subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.